All right, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Haloyim Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harachakwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and are worthy of their double honors. Peace and blessings to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last 6 of time. Hey, and it's just going to be a quick hit. It's just was on my spirit, just going into being the example that you wish to see. All right, be the example that you wish to see. So if we want to get anything accomplished, all right, set any goals, be a pillar, it first starts with us. So we have to be an example that we ultimately want to see. And it's for myself first and foremost. All right. And Lord willing to be edifying. It's 1 Timothy 4 and 12. It says, let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, and purity. That's right, man. An example of the believers, and it lists them, how we ought to be it in word, conversation, in charity, in spirit, in faith, and in purity. So ultimately, if we're going to talk the talk, so to speak, we have to walk the walk in this truth. Literally, we have to be an example. We have to be that standard, because we ultimately have that standard to follow, which is Yahweh Shai, man. We have that example to follow. All right. And here goes example. Ooh, man. Typos.
Strong's G 5179.
Tupos, it says the of a stroke or blow print, a figure formed by a blow or impression of a figure or image of the image of God. It says the teaching, let's see if we got any more. An example, in a technical sense, the pattern and conformity to which a thing must be made. Ooh, there you go, man. Hey, it says of men worthy of imitation. It's heavy, man. It says of a type, a person or thing prefiguring a future person or thing. So ultimately that started with Yahushua. He was that ultimate example, that pattern, that image. All right, it tells you in Genesis, the first chapter, we were made in that image, all right, of Yahushua, who was Adam, all right, who was the top. Still to this day, Yahushua is the top judge, top ruler, all right? And we're the rulers, many rulers under him, all right, which are the elect. So we're being that example that the house of Israel can look after and pattern themselves after and say, okay, this is what charity means. Okay, this is what the word is. This is what purity is. This is what good conversation is, man. All right? So ultimately, if you don't make yourself an example, then an example is going to be made out of you, all right? Meaning you're going to be judged, man. So we're called into this truth, into a higher purpose. And even Yahushua said it, man. Yahushua was first and foremost made that example by the Heavenly Father. But even Yahushua said, all right, he's not greater than Yahweh. All right, this is John 13. And I'm going to start at 13. Yahushua speaking. It says, ye call me master and Lord, and ye say, well, for so I am. If I then, your Lord and master, have washed your feet, ye also ought to wash another's feet. So if you call the Yahushua Lord, which he is, all right, and the Lord washed our feet, all right, washed the disciples' feet, okay, then we are, well, that's clear that we should wash one another's feet, because if the Lord, all right, if Yahushua, okay, who is the greatest of us, that man of taller stature, okay, who's got that preeminence according to Colossians 1, right around the 15th verse, if he washed the feet of the disciples, then we should be going even harder, man. You know, just saying it like that. But we should be striving and striving to be that ultimate example, man. All right, that ultimate pattern of good works. All right, let me get that real quick. This is Titus 2:7. It says, in all things, I'm going to start at 6. It says, young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded. That's right, man. Sound doctrine. Okay? Not drunk with all these other philosophies and dogmas of the world. All right? It says, in all things showing thyself a pattern of good works. And patterns is consistency. All right? Consistency. Consistency creates patterns. Okay? Because let's use an example. If you have a consistent of going to the gym, consistency in going to the gym, it becomes a pattern. Your body develops muscle memory. So we got to have the same thing when it comes to charity, when it comes to brotherly love, when it comes to this word, when it comes to purity, honesty, and truth, man. We got to be consistent in it. You can't just say one thing and then do another. That's not consistency. That's not a pattern. All right. It says, showing thyself a pattern of good works and doctrine, showing uncorruptness, gravity, sincerity, sound speech that cannot be condemned, that he that is of the contrary part may be ashamed, having no evil thing to say of you. That's right, man, because, hey, just backing that up, it says, he that is of the contrary part may be ashamed. So someone that's doing the opposite of those things, they're going to be ashamed because of the good works that you're putting out, the pattern, the consistency. All right, they're going to be like, hey, well, I need to do what he's doing. And ultimately, we need to do what Yahushua did, man. That's what we pattern ourselves after. But the Lord has set up from the apostles on down to the least of us, men that have a pattern of good works that the rest of the nation of Israel, all right, can look to and say, okay, this is what righteousness is. Okay. Now let's go back to that account with Yahushua. All right, this is John 13. All right. And 14, it says, if I then, your Lord and Master, have washed your feet, ye also ought to wash one another's feet. For I have given you an example. Here you go. That example, that pattern, that consistency. For I have given you an example that ye should do as I have done to you. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord, neither he that is sent greater than he that sent him. That's right. Yahushua was telling you he's not greater than the Father, man. All right. We're not greater than Yahushua. It's an order, man. All right. Now let's get that real quick before we get out. It's just a quick hit. I was just in the spirit, just going into that spirit of you have to be that example, man. You have to be that example of what you wish to see. All right. So if you want to see brotherly love, charity, purity, be that example of it. All right. Get it done. Okay. Let's go to that John 13 and 13 and let's read in the NLT. This is John 13 and 13. It says, you call me teacher and Lord, and you are right, because that's what I am. And since I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you ought to wash each other's feet. I have given you an example to follow. Do as I have done to you. I tell you the truth, slaves are not greater than their master, nor is the messenger more important than the one who sends the message, right? Message came from the Father through the Son. It's been given on to us, man. It's an order. So we have to have order amongst ourselves and setting these examples, man. All right. And being the change, being the example in which we wish to see. This is just a quick hit. I was in the spirit after me and a brother got through with this lesson. I just want to put this up, man. All right. Being that example that you wish to see. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Kal Loyim, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Harachakwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles. Shalom to Yakim across the four corners. Till next time.